Good morning, and now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Saturday the 11th of December. There are warnings of gales in Viking, North Utsira, Rockall, Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes and South East Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800. Low Faroes 993, losing its identity by 1800 Saturday. High 275 miles west of Trafalgar 1032, expected just west of Trafalgar 1028 by same time. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, cyclonic at first in southwest, otherwise southeasterly, veering southerly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later. Occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. North Utsira, South Utsira, variable 3 or 4, becoming southerly or southeasterly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later in North Utsira. Showers, moderate or good. Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Tyne, Dogger. Cyclonic 5 or 6 at first in East Forties and East Dogger, otherwise westerly 4 or 5, backing southerly 5 to 7 later. Showers, rain later, good, occasionally poor. Fisher, German Bight, cyclonic becoming south later 4 to 6, decreasing 3 for a time. Showers, rain later, moderate or good. Humber, Thames, Dover, White, Portland, northwest 5 to 7, backing west 4 or 5, then backing southwest 5 or 6 later. Occasional rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Plymouth, Biscay, northwest backing west or southwest 4 to 6. Rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Trafalgar, northwesterly, veering northerly or northeasterly 3 to 5, becoming variable 3 or less later in northwest. Mainly fair, good. Fitzroy, Seoul, westerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in west. Rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, northwest backing southwest 4 to 6, rain at times, good, occasionally poor. Shannon, west or southwest 5 to 7, rain at times, moderate or poor. Rockall, south veering southwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later. Occasional rain, moderate or poor. Malin, Hebrides, west 4 or 5, backing south, then veering southwest later 5 to 7, increasing gale 8 for a time in Hebrides. Rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. Bailey, southeasterly, veering southwesterly 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 later in west. Rain, squally showers later, moderate or poor. Fair Isle, Faroes, southeast Iceland, cyclonic 4 to 6, becoming southerly or southeasterly, veering southwesterly later 5 to 7, increasing gale 8 for a time. Occasional rain, showers later, good, occasionally poor. Now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree Automatic, west-southwest, 2, 8 miles, 1006, rising slowly. Stornoway, southwest, 3, 14 miles, 1003, rising. Lerwick, south-southeast, 3, recent drizzle, 7 miles, 1001, rising. Wick Automatic, southwest, 2, 12 miles, 1002, rising. Aberdeen, north-northeast, 1, 27 miles, 1004, rising. Lucas, west-northwest, 2, 24 miles, 1006, rising. Boomer, west, 3, 19 miles, 1006, rising. Bridlington, west-northwest, 3, 1006, rising. Sandetti Light Vessel Automatic, northwest, 7, 11 miles, 1007. Greenwich Light Vessel Automatic, northwest, 6, 11 miles, 1010. St Catherine's Point Automatic, northwest, 3, 1012, rising more slowly. Jersey, northwest, 4, 11 miles, 1014, rising. Channel Light Vessel Automatic, northwest, 4, 1013. Scilly Automatic, west-northwest, 4, 12 miles, 1015, rising more slowly. Milford Haven, northwest, 3, 15 miles, 1012, rising slowly. Aberporth, northwest by west, 4, 7 miles, 1012, rising slowly. Valley, northwest by west, 3, 9 miles, 1010, rising. Liverpool Crosby, northwest, 4, recent rain, 3 miles, 1009, rising. Valencia, south by east, 3, mist, 1.5 miles, 1012, falling slowly. Ronalds Way, west by north, 4, 22 miles, 1009, rising. Malin Head, southwest by south, 3, mist, 3 miles, 1007, rising slowly. And here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Friday the 10th of December. The general situation, as a ridge of high pressure moves away eastwards, Atlantic weather fronts will sweep eastwards through Saturday, bringing unsettled conditions and further strong winds to most areas over the weekend. Gales are expected for some northern and western waters. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Southwest backing south for a time, 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later. Showers, rain for a time, good, occasionally poor. Rattray Head to Berwick-upon-Tweed. West backing southwest, 3 to 5, then backing south, 5 or 6 for a time later. Rain later, good, occasionally moderate later. Berwick-upon-Tweed to Whitby. West backing southwest, 3 to 5, then backing south, 5 or 6 for a time later. Rain for a time, good, occasionally moderate. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. Northwest backing southwest, 3 to 5, then backing south, 5 or 6 for a time later. Rain later, good, occasionally moderate later. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Northwesterly 6 or 7, backing westerly 4 or 5, then southwesterly 4 to 6 later. Rain or drizzle later, good, occasionally moderate later. North Foreland to Selsey Bill. Northwesterly 6 or 7, decreasing 3 to 5, then backing southwesterly 4 to 6 later. Rain or drizzle later, good, occasionally moderate later. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis. Northwest 4 or 5, backing southwest 3 or 4, then increasing 5 or 6 later. Rain or drizzle for a time, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. Northwest backing west or southwest 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later. Rain or drizzle for a time, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. Northwest 4 or 5, backing west or southwest 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later. Rain or drizzle for a time, moderate or good, occasionally poor. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel. Northwest 4 or 5, backing southwest 5 or 6. Occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. Northwest 4 or 5, backing south 5 or 6, then veering southwest 4 or 5 later. Rain at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Isle of Man, west or northwest, backing south or southwest 4 or 5, increasing 6 for a time. Rain at times, good, occasionally moderate. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch. Westerly backing southerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 at first in east. Occasional rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Westerly backing southerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 at first in the North Channel. Occasional rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. West 4 or 5, backing south 5 to 7, then veering southwest 4 to 6 later. Rain at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. Southwest 4 or 5, backing south 6 to gale 8, then veering southwest 5 to 7 later. Rain, showers later, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Shetland Isles, southeasterly 5 to 7 at first in northeast, otherwise cyclonic, becoming southerly or southeasterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 later. Showers, rain for a time, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Well, I'm Chris Barrow. From all of us here at BBC Radio 4, I hope you have a peaceful evening and a very good night. And good luck to the cricketers.
Now, the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Sunday the 12th of December. There are warnings of gales in Viking, Northern Sierra, Fitzroy, Seoul, Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, Shannon, Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey and South East Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800. New low expected Rockall 989 by 1800 Sunday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, north at Sierra. Southerly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 at first, veering southwesterly 4 for a time. Rain or showers, good, occasionally poor. South at Sierra, east 40s. Southeasterly 5 to 7, becoming cyclonic 4 for a time. Occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. West 40s, Cromarty, 4th, Tyne, Dogger. West or southwest 4 to 6, backing south 5 to 7 later. Showers, good, occasionally poor. Fisher German Bight, south 5 to 7, becoming cyclonic 3 to 5. Occasional rain, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Humber Thames, Dover, White, Portland, Plymouth. Southwest 4 to 6, occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. Biscay, west backing south or southeast 3 to 5, fair, good. Trafalgar, southeast Fitzroy, cyclonic 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later. Fog patches in east, moderate or good, occasionally very poor in east. Northwest Fitzroy, Seoul, southwesterly becoming cyclonic later, 5 to 7, increasing gale 8 or severe gale 9 for a time. Showers, good, occasionally poor. Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea, south or southwest 5 to 7, occasionally 4 at first in Irish Sea, increasing gale 8 at times later. Occasional rain, good, occasionally poor. Shannon, cyclonic 4 to 6, increasing 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 later. Occasional rain, moderate or poor. Rockall, southwest 6 to gale 8, becoming cyclonic 4 to 6, increasing gale 8 to storm 10 later. Rain or squally showers, moderate or poor. Malin Hebrides, southwest 5 to 7, becoming cyclonic 4 to 6, increasing gale 8 to storm 10 later, perhaps violent storm 11 later. Showers, then rain, moderate or poor. Bailey, southwest 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 5 or 6, becoming cyclonic 6 to gale 8 later. Squally showers, rain later, moderate or poor. Fair Isle, Faroes, southwest becoming cyclonic later, 5 to 7, perhaps gale 8 later. Squally showers, good, occasionally poor. And southeast Iceland, southerly or southwesterly 6 to gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5 later. Squally showers, moderate or poor. On now to the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tiree, automatic, southwest 3, 6 miles, 1005, rising more slowly. Stornoway, southwest 4, 9 miles, 1001, rising. Lerwick, southwest by west 4, 5 miles, 999, rising slowly. Wick, automatic, southwest 3, recent drizzle, 8 miles, 1002, rising. Lucas, east 1, recent fog, 1 mile, 1006, rising. Boomer, southwest 1, recent rain, 12 miles, 1007, rising slowly. Bridlington, west-southwest 2, 1010, rising slowly. Sandetty light vessel, automatic, southwest by south 6, 2 miles, 1017. Greenwich light vessel, automatic, southwest 5, 2 miles, 1018. St Catherine's Point, automatic, west by south 5, 1018, rising more slowly. Jersey, southwest by west 4, mist 3 miles, 1021, rising more slowly. Channel light vessel, automatic, southwest by west 5, 1019. Scilly automatic, southwest 5, recent precipitation, 4 miles, 1018, rising slowly. Milford Haven, southwest by west 4, 3 miles, 1,014, rising slowly. Aberporth, southwest 5, recent rain, 1.5 miles, 1,013, rising slowly. Valley, west by south 3, recent drizzle, 3 miles, 1,011, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, southwest by west 4, recent drizzle, 2 miles, 1,011, rising slowly. Valencia, south by west 2, slight showers, 3 miles, 1,011, now falling. Ronaldsway, west-southwest 4, 16 miles, 1,010, rising. And Malin Head, southwest 4, recent drizzle, 8 miles, 1,007, rising slowly. Finally, the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Saturday, the 11th of December. The general situation: unsettled conditions are expected through the next couple of days, with a broad southwesterly flow across the United Kingdom and fronts across the area moving north later on Sunday as deep low pressure develops and swings northeastwards across northwestern areas on Sunday night and into Monday, bringing a spell of storms to some northwestern waters and gales for many northern and western waters. From Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney, southwest 4 to 6, backing south or southeast 6 or 7 later. Showers, rain later, moderate or good, occasionally poor in north. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed, southwest 4 or 5, backing south or southeast 6 or 7 later. Rain later, good, occasionally moderate later. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby, west or southwest, backing south 3 to 5, increasing 6 or 7 later. Showers, rain later, moderate or good, occasionally poor in south. Whitby to Gibraltar Point, southwest 3 to 5, backing south 5 or 6 later. Occasional rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland, southwesterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 at first. Rain or drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. North Foreland to Selsey Bill, southwesterly 4 to 6, occasional rain or drizzle, fair later, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis, southwest 4 to 6, occasional drizzle, fair later, moderate or good, occasionally poor at first. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly, southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later in west, occasional drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor at first. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel, southerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, increasing 7 later in west, perhaps gale 8 later near St David's Head. Occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel, south or southwest 4 or 5, increasing 6 or 7, perhaps gale 8 later. Occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway, westerly 3 or 4, backing southerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, increasing 7 or gale 8 later, except in far southeast. Rain or drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Isle of Man, west 3 or 4, backing south or southwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later. Rain or drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Lochfoyle to Carlingford Loch, southwesterly backing southerly for a time, 4 to 6, increasing 7 or gale 8 later, occasionally severe gale 9 later in northwest. Showers, rain for a time, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and the North Channel, southwesterly backing southerly 3 to 5, increasing 6 to gale 8 later, then veering southwesterly later. Showers, rain for a time, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point, southwesterly backing southerly or southeasterly for a time, 4 to 6, increasing gale 8 to storm 10 later, perhaps violent storm 11 later in north. Showers, rain for a time, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath, southwest 4 to 6, occasionally 7 at first, backing southeast gale 8 to storm 10 later. Showers, then rain, moderate or poor. And finally, Shetland Isles, southwest 4 to 6, backing southeast 5 to 7 later. Showers, rain later, moderate or good. And that completes the shipping bulletin. The next shipping bulletin here on Radio 4, of course, at 5:20. And that's it for Radio 4 for today. We're handing over to our colleagues at the BBC World Service. They'll be here at 1 o'clock, taking us through the night until we return at 5:20. If you're up through the night, a choice of listening for you from us here at the BBC. Classical music on Radio 3 through the night. Music of a slightly more energetic beat and entertainment over on BBC Radio 2 and 6 Music, 1 and 1 Extra as well. And don't forget Radio 4 Extra with its eclectic mix of comedy, drama and documentaries of all types, old and new. That, though, for us is it from everybody here at Broadcasting House. This is Andrew Crawford wishing you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever you're listening to, a very good night. Good night.
This is BBC Radio 4, where now it's time for the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Monday the 13th of December. There are warnings of gales in Viking, North Utsira, South Utsira, Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Irish Sea, Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle and Faroes. The general synopsis at 1800. Low Rockall 989 expected 100 miles north of Norwegian Basin 971 by 1800 Monday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking southeasterly backing southwesterly 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 in northwest, decreasing 5 or 6 later. Showers good. North Utsira, South Utsira, southerly or southeasterly 6 to gale 8, veering southwesterly 4 to 6. Showers good. Forties, Cromarty, Forth, south or southwest 6 to gale 8 and occasionally severe gale 9 at first in Cromarty, decreasing 4 to 6. Showers good. Tyne, Dogger, south veering southwest 5 to 7, becoming cyclonic 3 to 5. Rain later, good, occasionally poor. Fisher, German Bight, south or southwest 4 to 6, fog patches at first, rain later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Humber, Thames, Dover, White, Portland, Plymouth, southwest 4 to 6, drizzle, good, occasionally moderate. Biscay, southeast 3 to 5, becoming variable 3 later, fog patches, good, occasionally very poor. Trafalgar, Fitzroy, Seoul, cyclonic 4 to 6, showers, good, occasionally poor. Lundy, Fastnet, cyclonic 4 to 6, rain, fog patches later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor later. Irish Sea, southwest 6 to gale 8, becoming cyclonic 3 to 5, rain, moderate or good. Shannon, southwesterly 4 to 6 in northwest, variable 4 in south, showers, good. Rockall, westerly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 at first in east, backing southwesterly 7 or gale 8 later, perhaps severe gale 9 later, showers, moderate, occasionally poor. Malin, west 7 to severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10 at first, becoming southwest 5 to 7, showers, moderate or poor. Hebrides, cyclonic severe gale 9 to violent storm 11, becoming southwest 5 to 7, showers, moderate or poor. Bailey, west backing southwest 5 to 7, increasing 7 or gale 8 later, perhaps severe gale 9 later, squally showers, moderate or poor. Fair Isle, Faroes, cyclonic, severe gale 9 to violent storm 11, becoming southwest 6 to gale 8 later, showers, moderate or poor. And southeast Iceland, variable 4, becoming westerly or southwesterly 5 to 7, showers, moderate or poor. Now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree Automatic, west by south 8, recent precipitation 4 miles, 999, rising. Stornoway, south by west 8, 11 miles, 990, falling quickly. Lerwick, southeast by south 5, 7 miles, 1003, falling quickly. Wick Automatic, southeast 4, recent rain 6 miles, 998, falling more slowly. Lucas, southwest by south 6, recent rain 24 miles, 1004, now rising. Boomer, south-southwest 4, recent rain 22 miles, 1009, falling slowly. Bridlington, south 4, 1015, falling more slowly. Sandetti Light Vessel Automatic, southwest by south 5, 11 miles, 1023. Greenwich Light Vessel Automatic, south-southwest 5, 11 miles, 1024. St Catherine's Point Automatic, southwest 3, 1022, rising slowly. Jersey, south by west 4, 16 miles, 1024, rising slowly. Channel Light Vessel Automatic, south-southwest 5, 1022. Scilly Automatic, south-southwest 7, recent precipitation 3 miles, 1018, rising slowly. Milford Haven, southwest by south 5, 1 mile, 1015, rising slowly. Aberporth, south-southwest 5, moderate showers 2 miles, 1015, rising slowly. Valley, southwest by south 7, recent drizzle 3 miles, 1012, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, south by east 4, 11 miles, 1014, now rising. Valentia, south 1, 11 miles, 1014, rising. Ronaldsway, southwest by south 7, 6 miles, 1009, rising slowly. Malin Head, west by south 9, moderate drizzle 2 miles, 1005, rising very rapidly. Now here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours. The general situation: a deep area of low pressure will pass northeastwards close to the northwest corner of Scotland on Sunday night. This will bring a spell of storm force winds to some northwestern waters and gales for many northern and western areas. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Southerly or southeasterly, veering southwesterly 6 to gale 8, increasing severe gale 9 or storm 10 for a time in north, decreasing 5 or 6 in south. Squally showers, good, occasionally poor. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed, south veering southwest 6 to gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5 later, mainly fair, good. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby, south veering southwest 5 to 7, decreasing 3 to 5, mainly fair, rain for a time later in south, good, occasionally moderate. Whitby to Gibraltar Point, south or southwest 4 to 6, becoming variable 2 to 4, occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor later. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland, southerly or southwesterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 at first, rain later in north, good, occasionally poor later in north. North Foreland to Selsey Bill, southwesterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 at first, drizzle at times, moderate or good. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis, south or southwest 4 or 5, occasionally 6 at first, drizzle at times, moderate or good. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly, south or southwest 4 to 6, drizzle at times, moderate or good. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel, southwest 4 to 6, becoming cyclonic 3 to 5, rain or drizzle at times, fog patches later, moderate or good, occasionally poor, then very poor later. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel, southwest 5 to 7, veering west 3 to 5, then becoming variable 2 to 4, becoming northeast 4 or 5 for a time later. Rain at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway, southwesterly 6 to gale 8, veering westerly or southwesterly 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4 in south. Rain later in south, good, occasionally moderate later in south. Isle of Man, southwest 6 or 7, veering west or southwest 3 or 4, mainly fair, good. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch, west 6 to gale 8, backing southwest 3 to 5, showers, good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel, westerly or southwesterly 6 to gale 8, decreasing 5 or 6, then 4 or 5 later, showers, good. Ardnah Merkin Point to Cape Wrath, cyclonic gale 8 to storm 10, becoming southwest 5 to 7, squally showers, moderate or poor, becoming moderate or good. And Shetland Isles, south or southeast 6 to gale 8, veering southwest gale 8 to storm 10, decreasing 6 to gale 8, squally rain or showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. And that completes the shipping bulletin and brings the shutters down for the day here at BBC Radio 4. The World Service is coming up, though, to get you through until 5:20 when Radio 4 opens shop again with the latest shipping and a full news briefing. If your nocturnal taste is for comedy and drama, Radio 4 Extra might be your thing. Or, of course, you can always catch up with some of your favourite programmes on BBC Sounds. For now, though, from me, Lisa Costello, and from everyone here at Broadcasting House, it's been lovely to have your company. Have a very good night.
And now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Tuesday, the 14th of December. There are warnings of gales in Viking, North Atsira, Forties, Cromarty, Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes and South East Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800. New low expected 150 miles northeast of sea area southeast Iceland 972 by 1800 Tuesday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking. Southwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 later. Showers then rain, good occasionally poor. North Atsira, South Atsira. Westerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, backing southerly gale 8 for a time later in North Atsira. Showers then rain, moderate occasionally poor. Forties Cromarty 4th. Southwest 5 to 7, increasing gale 8 for a time. Occasional rain, good occasionally moderate. Tyne, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, Humber. Cyclonic, becoming west or southwest 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later in Fisher. Occasional rain, fog patches at first in Humber. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first in Humber. Thames, Dover, White, Portland, Plymouth. Southwest 3 to 5, occasional drizzle, good occasionally poor. Biscay. Variable 2 to 4, becoming east or northeast 3 or 4 later. Fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Trafalgar. Cyclonic, becoming easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 in southeast. Fair, good. Fitzroy Seoul. Variable 2 to 4, becoming southwesterly 3 to 5 later in Seoul. Fair, good. Lundy Fastnet. Cyclonic, becoming southwest 3 to 5. Drizzle, fog patches at first. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Irish Sea. Variable 2 to 4, becoming southwest 4 to 6. Occasional drizzle, good occasionally poor. Shannon. Variable 3 or less at first in southeast, otherwise southwesterly 5 to 7. Fair, good. Rockall, Malin, Hebrides. Southwesterly 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 4 to 6 later in Hebrides and northwest Rockall. Rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Bailey. Southwest 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 5 to 7. Rain, then squally showers later, moderate, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, Faroes. Southwest 6, increasing 7 to severe gale 9 for a time. Rain for a time, moderate, occasionally poor. Southeast Iceland. Southwesterly 5 to 7, becoming cyclonic, then westerly later 6 to gale 8. Rain, then showers, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree Automatic. southwest 5, 19 miles, 1016, falling more slowly. Stornoway, southwest 5, 22 miles, 1012, falling slowly. Lerwick, southwest 6, recent showers, 24 miles, 1010, now falling. Wick Automatic, southwest 3, 14 miles, 1014, falling more slowly. Aberdeen, calm, 27 miles, 1017, now rising. Lucas, west by north 3, 12 miles, 1019, rising more slowly. Boomer, west-southwest 2, 13 miles, 1021, now falling. Bridlington, southwest by west 1, 1022, rising more slowly. Sandetti Light Vessel Automatic, south-southwest 4, 11 miles, 1025. St Catherine's Point Automatic, southwest by west 3, 1025, 1022, rising more slowly. Sandetti Light Vessel Automatic, south-southwest 4, 11 miles, 1025. St Catherine's Point Automatic, southwest by west 3, 1025, now falling. Jersey, south by west 3, 16 miles, 1027, now falling. Scilly Automatic, south-southwest 4, mist, 4 miles, 1024, rising slowly. Milford Haven, southwest by west 3, 3 miles, 1022, rising more slowly. Aberporth, northeast 2, slight rain, 100 metres, 1023, rising more slowly. Valley, northeast by north 1, fog, 300 metres, 1022, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, south-southeast 2, recent rain, 2 miles, 1023, rising slowly. Valentia, east-northeast 1, 12 miles, 1022, now falling. Ronaldsway, north-northwest 2, 13 miles, 1022, rising more slowly. Malin Head, south-southwest 4, 7 miles, 1019, now rising. Now here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Monday the 13th of December. The general situation: a westerly to southwesterly flow lies across the United Kingdom, with strong winds across northern areas and lighter winds to the south. Gales expected in northwestern waters through Tuesday. Areas of rain and drizzle continue to move across the United Kingdom from the west. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Southwest 4 to 6, increasing 6 to gale 8 for a time, occasionally severe gale 9 near Cape Wrath. Showers then rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed. Southwest 4 or 5, increasing 6 or 7, occasionally gale 8 later. Occasional rain, good, occasionally moderate. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby. Southwest 2 to 4, increasing 4 or 5, occasionally 6 later. Mainly fair, good. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. Variable 2 to 4, becoming southwest 3 to 5 later. Occasional drizzle, fog patches at first in south. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first in south. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Southwesterly 3 to 5, becoming variable 3 or less at times in far north. Occasional rain or drizzle, fog patches at first in north. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first in north. North Foreland to Selsey Bill. Southwesterly 3 to 5, drizzle at times, moderate or good. Selseybill to Lyme Regis. Southwest 3 to 5. Drizzle at times, moderate or good. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. Southwest 3 to 5. Occasional drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. Variable 2 or 3 at first in northwest, otherwise southwesterly 3 to 5. Rain or drizzle at times, fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel. Variable 3 or less, becoming southerly or southwesterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later in north. Occasional rain or drizzle at times, becoming mainly fair later. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. Variable 2 to 4, becoming southwesterly 3 to 5, increasing 5 or 6 in north and west. Mainly fair, good, occasionally poor at first in south. Isle of Man. Southwest 3 or 4, increasing 5 or 6. Fair, good. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch. Westerly or southwesterly 3 to 5, increasing 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 for a time in north. Mainly fair, then occasional rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor at first. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Southwesterly 4 or 5, increasing 5 to 7. Occasional rain developing, good, occasionally moderate. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. Southwesterly 5 or 6, increasing 6 to gale 8. Occasional rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. Southwesterly 5 to 7, increasing 7 to severe gale 9, decreasing 3 to 5 later except in far south. Occasional rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. And the Shetland Isles. Southwest 5 to 7, increasing 7 or gale 8, then decreasing 4 to 6 later. Showers, then rain, then fair later. Moderate or good, occasionally poor until later. And that completes the shipping bulletin, and it brings us to the end of our day's broadcasting here on Radio 4. In a few moments, I'll hand you over to our colleagues at the World Service who are standing by with the latest world news. And we'll be back later this morning at 5:20 when Jane Steele will be here with News Briefing. If you're not quite ready for bed just yet and you fancy some classical music before you do, then a symphony by a 15-year-old Felix Mendelssohn has just started now over on Radio 3. For now, though, on behalf of all of us here at Broadcasting House in London, this is Danielle Jałowiecka, wishing you a happy and a peaceful night. Good night.
So now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Wednesday the 15th of December. There are warnings of gales in Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes and South East Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800, high over Switzerland 1032, expected white 1033 by 1800 Wednesday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, northward Sierra, southward Sierra, southwesterly veering westerly 5 to 7. Showers, moderate or good. 40s, Cromarty 4th, west or southwest 5 to 7, decreasing 3 to 5 later. Occasional rain, good, occasionally moderate. Tyne, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, Humber, Thames. West or southwest veering northwest later in Fisher 4 to 6, occasional drizzle at first, moderate or good. Dover, White, Portland, Plymouth. South or southwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4. Occasional drizzle, fog patches in Plymouth. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor in Plymouth. Biscay, east or southeast 3 to 5. Fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Trafalgar, easterly or southeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in far southeast. Occasional rain in west, good, occasionally moderate in west. Fitzroy, variable 2 to 4, becoming easterly 4 to 6 later in east. Fog patches in east, moderate or good, occasionally very poor in east. Seoul, Lundy, Fastnet, south or southwest 3 to 5. Fog patches in east Seoul, moderate or good, occasionally very poor in East Seoul. Iris Sea, southwest 4 to 6, occasional drizzle, moderate or good. Shannon, southerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in north, occasional rain at first, moderate or good. Rockall, Malin, southerly or southwesterly 5 to 7, becoming variable 2 to 4 for a time in south, occasional rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Hebrides, southwesterly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 in north, backing southerly or southwesterly 4 or 5 later, occasional rain, good, occasionally moderate. Bailey, southwest 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 until later, backing south or southwest 4 to 6 later. Showers, squally at first, good, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, west or southwest 6 to gale 8, showers, good, occasionally poor. And Faroes, west or southwest 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 for a time. Showers, good, occasionally poor. Southeast Iceland, westerly or southwesterly 6 to gale 8, occasionally severe gale 9 for a time. Squally showers, perhaps wintry, moderate or good, occasionally poor. So, on now to the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree, automatic, southwest 6, heavy drizzle, 1100 metres, 1014, rising slowly. Stornoway, southwest 5, slight rain, 7 miles, 1009, rising slowly. Lerwick, west-southwest 4, recent rain, 8 miles, 1005, rising. Wick, automatic, south-southwest 4, 12 miles, 1009, rising slowly. Aberdeen, south by west 3, 27 miles, 1013, rising slowly. Lucas, southwest by west 4, 15 miles, 1016, rising slowly. Boomer, southwest 5, 13 miles, 1019, now falling. Bridlington, southwest 3, 1022, now rising. Sandetti light vessel automatic, southwest 4, 11 miles, 1028. Greenwich light vessel automatic, southwest by west 4, 5 miles, 1029. St Catherine's Point automatic, west-southwest 3, 1029, rising slowly. Jersey, southeast 2, mist 1 mile, 1030, rising more slowly. Scilly automatic, south-southwest 4, 6 miles, 1029, rising slowly. Milford Haven, west-southwest 3, 19 miles, 1026, rising slowly. Aberporth, southwest 3, 19 miles, 1026, rising slowly. Valley, southwest 5, 9 miles, 1024, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, south by west 3, 9 miles, 1024, rising slowly. Valencia, south by west 4, 11 miles, 1023, rising slowly. Ronaldsway, southwest 4, 13 miles, 1022, rising more slowly. And Malin Head, southwest by south 6, 11 miles, 1016, rising slowly. Now the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Tuesday the 14th of December. The general situation, a westerly to southwesterly flow lies across the United Kingdom, with strong winds across northern areas and lighter winds to the south. Areas of rain and drizzle continue to move across the United Kingdom. From Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney, westerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in north, occasional rain at first, good, occasionally moderate at first. From Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed, west or southwest 4 to 6, decreasing 2 or 3 later, occasional rain at first, good, occasionally moderate. Berwick-upon-Tweed to Whitby, southwest 4 to 6, decreasing 3 or 4 later. Mainly fair, good, occasionally poor at first. Whitby to Gibraltar Point, southwest 3 to 5, mainly fair, moderate or good. Gibraltar Point to Northforeland, westerly or southwesterly 3 or 4, occasionally 5 in north, mainly fair, moderate or good. Northforeland to Selseybill, westerly or southwesterly 4 or 5, decreasing 2 or 3 later. Drizzle at times, moderate or good. Selseybill to Lyme Regis, southwest 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less later. Drizzle at times, moderate or good. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. Southwesterly 3 or 4, occasionally 5 in west, becoming variable 3 or less later, then southeasterly 3 or 4 later. Occasional drizzle, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel, southwesterly 3 to 5, becoming variable, mainly south, 2 to 4 later. Drizzle at times, moderate or good. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel, southerly or southwesterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 in north. Occasional drizzle at times, becoming mainly fair later. Moderate or good. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway, southwest 4 to 6. Occasional rain in north, good, occasionally moderate in north. Isle of Man, southwest 5 or 6, decreasing 3 or 4 later. Mainly fair, good. Lochfoyle to Carlingford Loch, south or southwest 4 to 6. Occasional rain, moderate or good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and the North Channel. Southwesterly 5 to 7, decreasing 3 to 5. Occasional rain, good, occasionally moderate. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. South or southwest 5 to 7, veering west 3 or 4, then backing southwest 4 or 5 later. Occasional rain, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. South or southwest 5 to 7, decreasing 3 or 4 later. Occasional rain, then showers. Moderate or good, occasionally poor at first. And Shetland Isles, west or southwest 4 to 6, increasing 6 to gale 8. Showers, good, occasionally moderate. And a reminder there are gales in Hebrides, Bailey, Fair Isle, Faroes and southeast Iceland. And that completes the shipping bulletin. So that's it from us. On behalf of everyone at Broadcasting House, this is Andrew Crawford wishing you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever you're listening to, a very good night. Good night.
Now, here's the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Thursday, the 16th of December. There are warnings of gales in Trafalgar, Fair Isle, Faroes and southeast Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800. High, Central Europe 1036, expected Thames 1040 by 1800 on Thursday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, west 5 to 7, backing southwest 3 or 4, then veering west 4 or 5 later, occasional rain later, good occasionally moderate later. North Utsira, South Utsira, westerly 4 to 6, backing southerly 4 or 5 later, in North Utsira, occasional rain later, good occasionally poor later. Forties, Cromarty, 4th, west or southwest, backing south for a time, 3 to 5, occasional rain, fog patches in 40s, moderate or good, occasionally very poor in 40s. Tyne, Dogger, Fisher, German Bight, west 3 to 5, occasionally 6 at first in Fisher, becoming variable 3 or less for a time except in Fisher, fog patches except in Tyne, moderate or good, occasionally very poor except in Tyne. Humber, Thames, Dover, west 3 or 4, becoming variable 2 to 4, mainly fair, good, occasionally poor. White, Portland, Plymouth, variable 2 to 4, becoming east or southeast 3 to 5, fair, moderate or good. Biscay, east 4 to 6, fog patches in east, moderate or good, occasionally very poor in east. Trafalgar, easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, but 6 to gale 8 in far southeast, showers, perhaps thundery later, good, occasionally moderate later. Fitzroy, variable 2 to 4 in far south, otherwise easterly or northeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later, mainly fair, good, occasionally poor. Saul, Lundy, Fastnet, south backing southeast 3 to 5, becoming east 5 or 6 later in Saul, mainly fair, good, occasionally poor. Irish Sea, southwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 3 or less later, mainly fair, moderate or good. Shannon, south or southeast 4 to 6, mainly fair, good, occasionally poor later. Rockhall, Malin, Hebrides, south or southwest 5 to 7, occasionally 4 at first, rain or drizzle at times, good, occasionally poor. Bailey, south 4 or 5, veering southwest 5 to 7, occasional rain or drizzle, good, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, Faroes, southeast Iceland, west or southeast west 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 at first, backing south 4 or 5 for a time, showers, then rain or drizzle, good, occasionally poor. Now, weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyre automatic, south by west 4, slight showers, 5 miles, 1026, rising slowly. Stornoway, southwest by west 3, 6 miles, 1026, rising. Lerwick, west 6, 9 miles, 1022, rising. Wick automatic, southwest 2, 7 miles, 1026, rising. Aberdeen, south by west 1, 27 miles, 1027, rising more slowly. Leuchars, west 2, 11 miles, 1028, rising. Boomer, west-southwest 1, 24 miles, 1029, rising. Bridlington, west by south 3, 1030, rising slowly. Sandetti light vessel automatic, west-southwest 4, 5 miles, 1034. Greenwich light vessel automatic, southwest 3, 11 miles, 1035. St. Catherine's Point automatic, northwest 2, 1034, rising slowly. Jersey, east-southeast 3, mist 1 mile, 1035, rising slowly. Channel light vessel automatic, south 2, 1034. Scilly automatic, southeast by south 3, 27 miles, 1034, rising slowly. Milford Haven, southwest by west 2, 22 miles, 1033, rising more slowly. Aberporth, south-southwest 3, 9 miles, 1033, rising slowly. Valley, southwest 4, 6 miles, 1032, rising more slowly. Liverpool Crosby, south-southwest 2, 6 miles, 1032, rising slowly. Valencia, south 3, 5 miles, 1030, rising slowly. Ronaldsway, west-southwest 3, 13 miles, 1031, rising slowly. Malin Head, south by west 4, 4 miles, 1028, rising slowly. And finally, here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours. The general situation, high pressure, starts to dominate across the United Kingdom over the next 48 hours, confining strong winds to northwestern areas. Areas of rain and drizzle will also affect northwestern areas through Thursday. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Southwesterly backing southerly for a time, 3 to 5, occasionally 6 in north, fair, then occasional rain, good, occasionally moderate. Rattray Head to Berwick-upon-Tweed, southwest 2 to 4, occasionally 5 later, occasional rain at first, good, occasionally moderate at first. Berwick-upon-Tweed to Whitby, west or southwest 2 to 4, mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate at first in north. Whitby to Gibraltar Point, west or southwest 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less later, mainly fair, good, occasionally poor. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland, westerly or southwesterly 2 to 4, becoming variable 3 or less later, mainly fair, good, occasionally poor. North Foreland to Selsey Bell, westerly or southwesterly 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less, then northeast 2 to 4 later, mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate. Selsey Bell to Lyme Regis, variable 3 or less, becoming east or northeast 2 to 4 later, mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly, variable 3 or less at first in east, otherwise easterly or southeasterly 3 or 4, increasing 5 later in west, mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel, south backing southeast 2 to 4, mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel, southerly or southwesterly 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less later, fair, good, occasionally moderate. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway, southwest 2 to 4, becoming variable 3 or less, mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate. Isle of Man, southwest 2 to 4, fair, good. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch, south or southwest 2 to 4, occasionally 5 at first, fair, good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel, southerly or southwesterly 3 or 4, occasionally 5 at first, rain or drizzle, then fair, good, occasionally poor at first. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point, south or southwest 3 or 5, occasional rain at first, becoming fair later, good, occasionally moderate at first. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath, south or southwest 3 or 4, increasing 5 to 7, occasional rain or drizzle, mainly fair later, moderate or good, occasionally poor until later. Shetland Isles, westerly or southwesterly 5 to 7, backing southerly 3 or 4, then veering southwesterly 4 to 6 later, fair, then occasional rain or drizzle, moderate or good, occasionally poor. And that completes the shipping bulletin. And that's it from us for this Thursday, the 16th of December. Just in case you're up and about, Test Match Special, arguably the greatest thing to happen in radio. Well, since Marconi dreamt things up, he's back at 3:30 this morning, live from Adelaide on Radio 4 Longwave and via BBC Sounds for the second Ashes test. There's a pink ball, I'm told. It's a day-night test match as well, and Jimmy Anderson is back. So it should be good. Batting collapses notwithstanding. But that is it from me. My name is Vijay Alice. Thank you so much for your company. Have a good night.
Now on BBC Radio 4, time for the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Friday, the 17th of December. There are warnings of gales in Trafalgar and southeast Iceland. The general synopsis at 1800. High Irish Sea 1040, expected Dogger 1042 by 1800 Friday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, North Tara. Southerly at first in North Tara, otherwise westerly or northwesterly 3 to 5. Rain or drizzle at times. Good, occasionally poor. South Tara, westerly or northwesterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 later in east. Rain or drizzle at times. Good, occasionally poor. Forties, Cromarty, 4th, Tyne, Dogger. West or southwest 2 to 4, becoming variable 2 or less for a time. Fog patches in 40s and Dogger. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor in 40s and Dogger. Fisher, Jam and Bite, northwesterly 3 to 5, increasing 6 later in northeast Fisher. Fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Humber, Thames, variable 3 or less, becoming east or northeast 2 to 4, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Dover, White, easterly or northeasterly, mainly 4 to 6, but 2 or 3 at first in Dover, and east White. Fair, good, occasionally poor. Portland, Plymouth, east 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later. Fair, good. Biscay, east 4 to 6, fair, good, occasionally poor in south. Trafalgar, mainly easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, but 6 to gale 8 in southeast and becoming variable 2 for a time in southwest. Thundery showers, good, occasionally moderate. Fitzroy, Seoul, Lundy, Fastnet, mainly easterly or southeasterly 4 to 6, but variable 2 to 4 in far south of Fitzroy. Fair, good. Irish Sea, variable mainly southeast 2 to 4. Fair, moderate or good. Shannon, southeasterly 5 to 7, occasionally 4 in northeast. Fair, moderate or good. Rockhall, south or southeast 4 to 6, mainly fair. Moderate or good. Malin, south or southeast 3 to 5, fair, moderate or good. Hebrides, south or southwest 4 to 6, mainly fair, moderate or good. Bailey, south or southwest 5 to 7, drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 3 in southeast, drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Faroes, southeast Iceland, southwesterly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 at first in northern southeast Iceland, rain or drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree Automatic, southwest 3, 13 miles, 1038, rising slowly. Stornoway, southwest by south 4, 11 miles, 1036, rising slowly. Lerwick, west by south 7, continuous slight rain, 1800 meters, 1033, rising more slowly. Wick Automatic, west-southwest 2, 13 miles, 1036, rising slowly. Aberdeen, northwest by north 1, recent fog, 2 miles, 1037, rising slowly. Lucas, west-southwest 3, 16 miles, 1038, rising slowly. Boomer, west 1, 12 miles, 1039, rising slowly. Bridlington, north-northwest 2, 1040, rising slowly. Sandeti Light Vessel Automatic, northeast 2, 5 miles, 1039. St. Catherine's Point Automatic, east by north 3, 1039, rising slowly. Jazzy, east 4, 19 miles, 1037, falling more slowly. Channel Light Vessel Automatic, east 4, 1038. Scilly automatic, east-southeast 6, 13 miles, 1036, rising slowly. Milford Haven, east by south 2, 6 miles, 1039, rising more slowly. Aberporth, southeast by east 3, 6 miles, 1040, rising more slowly. Valley, east-southeast 2, 16 miles, 1040, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, southwest 1, 7 miles, 1040, rising slowly. Valencia, northeast 1, 8 miles, 1036, now falling. Ronaldsway, southwest by south 2, 13 miles, 1040, rising slowly. Malinhead, south 3, 12 miles, 1039, rising slowly. Here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Thursday, the 16th of December. General situation: high pressure will dominate the United Kingdom's weather over the next 48 hours, confining strong winds to the far north and far south of the British Isles. From Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Southerly or southwesterly, mainly 2 to 4, but 5 or 6 until later near Cape Wrath and northwestern Orkney. Fair, good. Rattray Head to Berwick-upon-Tweed, mainly southwesterly 2 to 4, but becoming variable 2 or less for a time in north. Fair, good, occasionally poor later. Berwick-upon-Tweed to Whitby, variable, but mainly west at first and southwest later 3 or less. Mainly fair, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Whitby to Gibraltar Point, variable 3 or less, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland, variable 1 to 3, becoming northeasterly 2 to 4 later, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. North Foreland to Selsey Bill, variable 1 to 3, becoming northeasterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 later, fair, moderate or good, occasionally poor in east. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis, east or northeast 3 or 4, occasionally 2 at first, then increasing 5 or 6 later, fair, good, occasionally moderate. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly, east or northeast, mainly 4 to 6, but occasionally 3 at first in Lyme Bay, and increasing 7 at times later elsewhere. Fair, good. Land's End to St. David's Head, including the Bristol Channel, east 4 or 5, occasionally 3 at first, increasing 6 at times later. Fair, good, occasionally moderate at first. St. David's Head to Great Ormhead, including St. George's Channel, variable mainly east 3 or less, increasing 4 at times, fair, good, occasionally moderate. Great Ormhead to the Mull of Galloway, variable 3 or less, becoming easterly or northeasterly 2 to 4, then veering southeasterly later in south, fair, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Isle of Man, variable 3 or less, becoming east 2 to 4, fair, good. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch, southerly 1 to 3, backing southeasterly 2 to 4, occasionally 5 later in north, fair, good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel, southerly 1 to 3, backing southeasterly 2 to 4, but becoming variable 1 to 3 later in far north, fair, good. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point, south or southeast 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 at times, fair, good. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath, south or southwest 4 or 5, occasionally 6 at first near Cape Wrath, decreasing 3 at times elsewhere, fair, good. Shetland Isles, southwest 4 to 6, drizzled at times, good, occasionally poor. And that completes the shipping bulletin. And that's all from us here at BBC Radio 4 for tonight. We'll be joining the BBC World Service shortly. I am Neil Nunes, wishing you a very good night.
BBC Radio 4. Now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 today, Saturday the 18th of December. There's a warning of gales in Fisher. The general synopsis at 1800. High northwest Humber 1043, expected eastern England 1040 by 1800 Saturday. The area forecast for the next 24 hours, Viking North Utsira, westerly 3 to 5, veering northwesterly 4 to 6, drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. South Utsira, northwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7, later in east, perhaps gale 8, later in far east, drizzle at times, good, occasionally poor. Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Tyne, Dogger. Variable 3 or less, increasing 4 at times, becoming west or northwest 3 to 5. Fog patches in Forties and Dogger. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor in Forties and Dogger. Fisher, northwesterly 4 to 6, increasing 7 or gale 8, later in east. Drizzle at times, good, occasionally poor. German Bight, northerly 2 or 3 at first in southwest, otherwise northwesterly 4 to 6. Fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Humber Thames, northeast becoming variable, then northwest later in Humber 2 to 4. Fog banks, moderate to very poor. Dover, White, Portland, Plymouth. East 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in Portland and Plymouth. Fair, moderate or good, occasionally poor in Dover. Biscay, easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 in north. Fair, good, occasionally poor in east. Trafalgar, easterly or southeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in southeast. Thundery showers, good, occasionally moderate. Fitzroy, easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later in southwest. Thundery showers in southwest, moderate or good. Seoul, Lundy, Fastnet, east or southeast 4 to 6, occasionally 7 in Lundy. Fair, moderate or good. Irish Sea, east or southeast 3 to 5, occasionally variable 2 later. Fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Shannon, southwest Rockall, southeasterly 4 to 6, fair, moderate or good. Northeast Rockall, Malin, southerly 3 to 5, backing southeasterly 2 to 4, fair, moderate or good. Hebrides, Bailey, south or southwest 4 or 5, becoming variable 1 to 3 later, drizzle at times, good, occasionally poor. Fair Isle, southwesterly, veering northwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 3 in south, drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Faroes, southeast Iceland, southwesterly 4 to 6, becoming cyclonic 3 to 5, occasionally 2 later, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree automatic, south-southeast 4, 16 miles, 1040, rising more slowly. Stornoway, southwest by west 2, 8 miles, 1039, falling slowly. Lerwick, southwest 3, 5 miles, 1039, falling slowly. Wick automatic, south-southwest 1, 9 miles, 1040, falling slowly. Aberdeen, north by west 1, fog 100 metres, 1041, falling slowly. Lucas, west 2, recent fog 2 miles, 1041, falling slowly. Boomer, west by south 2, 7 miles, 1041, falling slowly. Bridlington, west-southwest 2, 1042, falling slowly. Sandetti light vessel automatic, east by north 5,
2 miles, 1039. Greenwich light vessel automatic at 2200, east-northeast 6, 2 miles, 1037. St Catherine's Point automatic, east by north 4, 1037, falling slowly. Jersey, east by north 4, Hayes 3 miles, 1034, steady. Scilly automatic, east 6, 9 miles, 1034, falling slowly. Milford Haven, northeast by east 4, 5 miles, 1037, falling slowly. Aberporth, northeast by east 2, Hayes 4 miles, 1038, falling slowly. Valley, east 2, mist 2 miles, 1039, falling slowly. Liverpool Crosby, southeast by east 2, mist 2 miles, 1041, now falling. Valencia, east 1, 7 miles, 1036, now rising. Ronaldsway, east by south 4, 6 miles, 1040, now falling. Malinhead, south-southeast 4, mist 4 miles, 1039, steady. Well, here now is the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Friday the 17th of December. The general situation: high pressure will persist over the North Sea before drifting northwestwards over Scotland and then the Faroe Islands on Sunday. Settled conditions will prevail with occasional strong winds in the English Channel and over Shetland. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Southwesterly veering westerly or northwesterly 3 or 4, occasionally variable 2 in south, increasing 5 at times in north. Fog patches at first in south, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first in south. Rattray Head to Berwick-upon-Tweed, southwest becoming variable later 2 to 4. Fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Berwick-upon-Tweed to Whitby, west or southwest 2 to 4. Fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Whitby to Gibraltar Point, variable 3 or less, becoming west or southwest 2 to 4 later. Fog banks, moderate to very poor. Gibraltar Point to Northforeland, easterly or northeasterly 2 to 4, becoming variable 2 or less later. Fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Northforeland to Selsey Bill, easterly or northeasterly 4 to 6, decreasing 3 later in far east, mainly fair. Moderate or poor, occasionally good in west. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis, east or northeast 4 to 6, fair, good, occasionally moderate. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly, east 5 to 7, occasionally 4 later in Lyme Bay, fair, good, occasionally moderate. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel, east 4 to 6, occasionally 7 for a time later near Cornwall, fair, moderate or good. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel, easterly 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 at times in north, fair, moderate or good. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway, east or southeast 2 to 4, occasionally 5 in Liverpool Bay, but variable mainly northeast 2 to 4 in Solway Firth. Fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Isle of Man, easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally variable 2 in west. Fog patches later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor later. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch, southeast 3 or 4, increasing 5 at times, fair, moderate or good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Southeasterly 3 to 5 in North Channel, but elsewhere variable, mainly northeasterly 3 or less, increasing 4 at times. Fair, moderate or good. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. Southeasterly 3 or 4, occasionally 5 between the Mull of Kintyre and Western Isla, becoming variable 2 at times elsewhere. Fair, good, occasionally moderate. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. South or southwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 3 or less later. Fair, good, occasionally moderate. Shetland Isles, southwesterly veering westerly, then northwesterly later, 4 or 5, occasionally 6 in north. Drizzle at times, moderate or good, occasionally poor. And that completes the shipping bulletin. And indeed programmes for tonight. Radio 4 will return at 5:20. So until the new year, this is Jim Lee wishing you a safe and happy Christmas and a very good night.
Good morning, and now the shipping forecast, issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Sunday the 19th of December. There are warnings of gales in North Itsira, South Itsira, Fisher, Trafalgar and Fitzroy. The general synopsis at 1800, high Cromarty 1041, expected Norwegian Basin 1038 by 1800 Sunday. The area forecast for the next 24 hours. Viking, North Itsira, South Itsira, northwesterly veering northerly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 in North Itsira and South Itsira. Then northeasterly 4 to 6 later, drizzle at first, good. Forties, northwest veering northeast 4 to 6, drizzle at first, good, occasionally moderate at first. Cromarty, northwest 3 to 5, becoming variable 4 or less, drizzle at first, good, occasionally moderate at first. Fourth, Tyne, Dogger. Northwest veering northeast 2 to 4, but 4 to 6 in Dogger. Fog patches clearing, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Fisher, German Bight. Northwest 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 in Fisher, veering north 3 to 5. Fog patches at first in German Bight. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first in German Bight. Humber, Thames. Northwest veering northeast 3 to 5. Fog banks clearing later. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Dover, White. Northeast 3 to 5. Fog patches clearing later. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Portland, Plymouth. East 4 to 6. Mainly fair, good, occasionally poor. Biscay, east or southeast 4 to 6. Fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Trafalgar, South Fitzroy. Easterly or southeasterly 5 to 7, occasionally gale 8 at first in southeast Trafalgar and later in northwest Trafalgar and west Fitzroy. Thundery showers, good, occasionally moderate. North Fitzroy, Seoul, Lundy, Fastnet. Easterly or southeasterly 4 to 6, mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate. Irish Sea, variable 4 or less, becoming east 3 to 5. Fog patches clearing later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Shannon, Rockall, southeast 4 to 6, but 3 to 5 in Rockall. Showers good. Malin, Hebrides, Bailey, variable, becoming southeast 2 to 4. Showers. Fog patches in Malin. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor in Malin. Fair Isle, Faroes, northwest veering southeast 2 to 4, occasionally 5 in Fair Isle. Showers good. Southeast Iceland, northeasterly veering southeasterly 3 to 5, then southwesterly 3 or 4 later. Showers good. And now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree automatic, southeast 1, mist. 1.5 miles, 1039, now rising. Stornoway, southwest 1, 14 miles, 1039, falling slowly. Lerwick, northwest by west 3, 4 miles, 1035, steady. Wick automatic, west 2, 5 miles, 1038, falling slowly. Aberdeen, north by east 1, mist, 4 miles, 1039, falling slowly. Lucas, north by west 2, 5 miles, 1039, falling slowly. Boomer, north-northwest 2, fog, 300 metres, 1039, falling slowly. Bridlington, west by north 2, 1038, falling slowly. Sandetti light vessel automatic, east-northeast 3, 11 miles, 1037. Greenwich light vessel automatic, northeast by east 5, 11 miles, 1037. St Catherine's Point automatic, east by north 4, 1037, steady. Jersey, east-northeast 4, haze, 3 miles, 1034, now falling. Channel light vessel automatic, east by north 5, 1035. Scilly automatic, east-southeast 6, 4 miles, 1033, rising more slowly. Milford Haven, east by north 3, 9 miles, 1036, rising more slowly. Aberporth, south-southeast 4, 27 miles, 1037, rising slowly. Valley, northeast 1, recent fog, 2 miles, 1037, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, southeast 3, mist, 2 miles, 1038, falling slowly. Valencia, northeast by east 2, 13 miles, 1034, steady. Ronaldsway, east-northeast 3, mist, 2 miles, 1038, falling slowly. Malin Head, south by east 2, recent rain, 1,400 metres, 1038, steady. And here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours and issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Saturday the 18th of December. The general situation: high pressure will persist over the United Kingdom before drifting southeast over the North Sea later on Monday. Settled conditions will prevail, but with occasional strong winds in the southwest. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney, northwest 2 to 4, becoming variable, mainly southeast, later 4 or less, occasional drizzle, good, occasionally moderate. Rattray Head to Berwick-upon-Tweed, variable 4 or less, becoming north or northwest 2 to a 4 for a time, occasional drizzle, fog patches at first. Berwick-upon-Tweed to Whitby, variable 3 or less, becoming north or northeast 2 to 4, occasional drizzle, fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Whitby to Gibraltar Point, northwest veering northeast 3 or 4, occasional drizzle, fog banks clearing later, moderate to very poor, becoming moderate or good later. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland, variable 4 or less, becoming northwesterly 3 or 4, veering northeasterly later. Occasional drizzle, fog banks clearing later, moderate to very poor, becoming moderate or good later. North Foreland to Selsey Bill, northeasterly 3 to 5, mainly fair, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis, east or northeast 4 or 5, fair, moderate or good. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly, east 4 to 6, fair, good, occasionally moderate. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel, east or southeast 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later near Land's End, fair, moderate or good. St David's Head to Great Ormhead, including St George's Channel, variable 4 or less, becoming northeast, veering east or southeast later, 3 to 5, fair, moderate or good. Great Ormhead to the Mull of Galloway, variable 4 or less, becoming east or northeast 3 to 5 later, fog patches, clearing later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Isle of Man, east 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less, then northeast 3 or 4, veering east 3 to 5. Fog patches, clearing later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch, southeast 2 or 3, becoming variable 3 or less, then east 3 or 4 later. Fog patches, clearing later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. The Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel, variable 3 or less, becoming easterly 3 or 4. Fog patches, clearing later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point, east or southeast 2 to 4, mainly fair, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath, variable 3 or less, becoming east or northeast, veering southeast later 2 to 4, mainly fair, good. And the Shetland Isles, northwest, veering north 4 or 5, then northeast 2 or 3 later, occasional drizzle at first, good. And that completes the shipping forecast, and that also brings things to a close here on BBC Radio 4 for another day. But our colleagues at the World Service are standing by to take us through the night. That's until Radio 4 returns at 5:20. The BBC's other networks have a variety of listening on offer too. On Radio 4 Extra, you can hear a unique insight into the vibrant art scene of mid-1960s America. That's in the American Art Tapes. On Radio 2, and looking back over 2021, animatronics doing her dance devotion, and Dvorak's cello concerto is about to start on Radio 3. And remember, the Radio 4 website and the BBC Sounds app are there 24 hours a day to cater for every taste. From all of us here at Broadcasting House, thank you for staying to the end. My name's Michaela Saunders, and I hope you have a very peaceful night. Bye-bye for now.
Good morning, and now the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 1725 on Sunday the 19th of December. There are warnings of gales in Trafalgar and Fitzroy. The general synopsis at midday: new high expected Fair Isle 1032 by midday tomorrow. New low expected south at Cirra 1027 by same time. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, north 4 to 6, backing northwest 2 to 4 later. Showers, good. North at Cirra, south at Cirra. Northerly 5 to 7, becoming cyclonic 3 to 5 later. Fair, good. Forties, north 4 to 6, decreasing 2 to 4 later. Fair, good. Cromarty 4th Tyne, variable 2 to 4. Fair, moderate or good. Dogger, northwest 4 or 5, becoming variable 2 to 4 later. Fair, good. Fisher, German Bight, north 5 to 7, becoming variable 2 to 4. Fair, good. Humber, Thames, north or northeast 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4 later. Fair, moderate or good, occasionally poor at first. Dover, White, northeast veering east 3 to 5, fog patches clearing, moderate or poor, occasionally very poor, becoming good. Portland, Plymouth, east 4 to 6, fog patches in South Portland, moderate or good, occasionally very poor in South Portland. Biscay, east 3 to 5, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Fitzroy, southeasterly 6 to gale 8 in far west, otherwise easterly, veering southeasterly 4 to 6. Thundery showers, good, occasionally poor. Seoul, Lundy, Fastnet, east or southeast 4 to 6, fog patches at first in Lundy, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first in Lundy. Irish Sea, east or northeast veering southeast 4 to 6, fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Shannon, southeast 4 to 6, fair, good. Rockall, Malin, easterly or southeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later in southwest Rockall. Fog patches at first in Malin, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first in Malin. Hebrides Bailey, east or southeast veering south later 2 to 4, showers, good. Fair Isle, northeast 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 to 4, fair, good. Faroes, southeast Iceland, southerly or southeasterly, veering westerly or southwesterly 3 to 5. Showers, good. And now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300. Tyree automatic, southeast 3, 24 miles, 1033, falling slowly. Stornoway east-southeast 2, 30 miles, 1033, falling slowly. Lerwick north-northwest 2, 16 miles, 1035, falling slowly. Wick automatic east by north 2, 9 miles, 1034, falling slowly. Aberdeen northwest 2, 19 miles, 1034, falling slowly. Lucas west 2, 9 miles, 1034, falling slowly. Boomer northwest 2, 12 miles, 1033, falling more slowly. Bridlington north-northwest 2, 1031, falling more slowly. Sandetti light vessel automatic, northeast 4, 5 miles, 1029. Greenwich light vessel automatic, northeast by east 5, 11 miles, 1029. St Catherine's Point automatic, east by north 4, 1030, falling more slowly. Jersey east 4, mist 3 miles, 1027, falling more slowly. Channel light vessel automatic, east by north 5, 1028. Scilly automatic, southeast by east 6, 8 miles, 1026, rising slowly. Milford Haven, east by south 3, 700 metres, 1030, falling slowly. Aberporth, southeast by east 2, 22 miles, 1030, falling slowly. Valley, northeast 2, fog, 1000 metres, 1030, falling slowly. Liverpool Crosby, southeast 3, recent fog, 1 mile, 1033, falling slowly. Valencia, east-southeast 4, 27 miles, 1027, falling slowly. Ronaldsway, east-northeast 3, mist, 1 mile, 1032, falling slowly. Malin Head, southeast by east 4, mist, 4 miles, 1032, falling slowly. And here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Sunday the 19th of December. The general situation, a ridge of high pressure, will remain over the British Isles, maintaining settled conditions and mainly light winds during the next couple of days. However, an Atlantic low will bring strong winds at times in the southwestern waters. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Variable 3 or less, becoming southwest 2 or 3 later. Occasional drizzle at first, showers later. Good. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed. Variable 3 or less, becoming west or southwest 2 or 3. Occasional drizzle at first. Good. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby. North or northwest 2 to 4, becoming variable 3 or less. Occasional drizzle at first. Good. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. North or northwest 2 to 4, becoming variable 3 or less. Occasional drizzle at first. Good, occasionally moderate at first. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Northerly or northeasterly 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less. Occasional drizzle at first. Good, occasionally moderate at first. North Forelands to Selsey Bill. Easterly or northeasterly 3 to 5. Occasional drizzle at first. Good, occasionally moderate at first. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis. Northeast veering east 4 or 5. Mainly fair, moderate or poor, becoming good. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. East 4 to 6, veering southeast 4 or 5. Mainly fair, moderate or poor, becoming good. Land's End to St David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. East or southeast 4 to 6. Fog patches at first in Bristol Channel. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. St David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St George's Channel. East or southeast 3 or 4, occasionally 5 at first. Fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. East or northeast 3 to 5, veering southeast 2 to 4. Fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Isle of Man, east 3 to 5, veering southeast 3 or 4. Fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Loch Foyle to Carlingford Loch, east 3 to 5, veering southeast 3 or 4. Fair, good. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Easterly, veering southeasterly 2 to 4. Fair, good. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. Southeast 3 to 5. Fair, good. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. Easterly, veering southeasterly 2 to 4, becoming variable 3 or less in north. Mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate. Shetland Isles, northeast 2 to 4, becoming variable 3 or less, then west or southwest 2 or 3 later. Fair, good. And that completes the shipping bulletin.